feeding our returning citizens who are housed at Open Arms Village. Next Sunday, we'd like to have a box full of food. Is that right, Deacon DeLima?
Amen.
And we're asking, please remember to bring breakfast items for our food basket for Open Arms Village on next Sunday. We want to have a great summer, and that requires some planning. Summer normally for us includes Vacation Bible School. It includes several other activities, and we can kind of figure that out during our planning session. But if you are a deacon, Sunday school teacher, faculty, staff member, or if you're just an interested member of the church, please come out on Friday evening at 7 o'clock and be a part of that planning session. And let's plan for a great time in our church in this summer. And let's do some things that are going to be interesting, and entertaining, and exciting for our young people. And we'll look forward to seeing you on Friday evening. We have a Black History nugget for you this morning, and Brother Ahmad Williams is coming now to present that.
Good morning, church.
Good morning.
Another beautiful nugget for you. This time we're going to bring it here home to Florida.
All right.
In your bulletin, you see a man with great statue, John Horace. John Horace was born in north central Florida in 1812 near Micanopy. He died in Mexico City in 1882. He had other names: Juan Caballo, Juan Caballo, and Gopher John. His race is a mix of African and Seminole Native American. What made it so great about him is that he led freedom to enslaved people and protected black slaves and Seminole natives from the U.S. military, slave owners, slave raiders throughout Florida. He also carried many of these people to Oklahoma, Texas, and eventually Mexico. He is known to have strategies and strategically knew how to outmaneuver and run U.S. cavalries. He would have hidden areas throughout Florida to earn the name Gopher John. With having a stealth mindset like as Chief Osceola and Chief Wildcat to outthink his enemies, John Horace would be a sub-chief of the American Civil War during that time. John Horace paved the way of many African-American slaves to seek freedom in the state of Florida. Many slaves that escaped from North and South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama. He led over 700 slave and black Seminoles from relocation camps throughout Florida. John Horace even escaped prison into fasting himself correctly and believing in God to squeeze his way through bars to freedom. He led over 200 people out of Tampa to New Orleans, going to Gulf coastline, as other Native Americans are on the Trail of Tears. They arrived in the promised land of Oklahoma, as with Chief Hellcat, but ran into snares against the Creek Indians who were stealing their people and leading them back into slavery. He got fed up with that and lobbied and took his situation to Washington, D.C., where he talked to the president, and yet got no result. And even the Attorney General, John Mason, declared that black Seminole Indians were fair game to slave raiders. After returning home, he found out his sister's children were kidnapped and sold into slavery and never found again. That was enough for him and Chief Wildcat to decide to take their people to Mexico. Where he was in Mexico, he served as a colonel in the Mexican army. He was the first black governor in Mexico. After being wounded in his fourth assassination attempt, his final words was, "A job well done." Because of his great work for freedom for the black and Seminole bloodline, that can be traced from Florida, Oklahoma, Texas, and Mexico, earning the title alongside Chief Osceola and Chief Wildcat as the Unconquered People. Thank you.